Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singing today, of course, will be treated to the sausage race and some really good baseball.
Yeah, these fans love their Brewers, and I love the way they run the show here in Milwaukee. I mean, the fans are into it. They bring it just about every home game, and there's a lot of fun tradition carried on in this ballpark, as you mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Freddie Peralta. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Stepping in, Esteury Ruiz. That's to third. Tosses to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, James Outman.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Mookie Betts stands in now and watches strike one. One out, bases empty. Check swing, called strike.
0-2.
With the shift on, hits right into it. Not in time, he legs it out. So a man at first. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That one inside. Ball one. And misses inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Mookie on the move. That one fouled off. 2-2. Betts, the base runner at first with one out. That's way outside. Full count now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, one out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Frelick after it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That to right. Freeland on the move. He's got it, and that's the third out. 2 left on, and now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, and on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
And now it's William Contreras. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Jackson Chorio at the plate and takes high there. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting the tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
And now it's Christian Yelich. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at American Family Field. Top of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. Peralta back to work. And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And now 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, Brooke, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. That misses. Ball 1. Rojas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. 2 out, space is empty. That one outside, and the count is 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike. Right side. Freeland makes the play, and it's out number 3. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. And we're back. Andrew Vaughn now. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
just misses with that one.
Really good
balls,
take, especially with
2
2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Isaac Collins up now for the Brewers. That's in there. Strike one. Swing and a foul straight back. Runner at first with no outs here. Pitch misses there. 1-2 to count.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one away.
Batting seventh, the second baseman,
This is Bryce Terang. He's going to finish the season with a new career best for runs scored, Singy. Little chopper rolls foul.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pajes brings it in. Out number 2.
batting eighth, the designated hitter,
So here's the Brewers DH. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And there's a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Two outs. Good eye right there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Brewers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, James Outman. Slider right there.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And the next pitch is way outside. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So the batting order turns over. Next is the Dodger DH, Esteury Ruiz. Grounded out his first time. Up and in, and that is ball one. Fought off foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Outman aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Betts. Reached on an infield single his first time.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Runner takes off. And a foul ball. Just missed. Peralta throws to first, and he's back in safely. Next one misses, and now 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Freeman in the box now, takes strike 1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 1 out. That clips the zone. 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Snags it for the second out.
Now back, the catcher, Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Flied to right his first time.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
This one in the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. In the air, right field. Frelick has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Inside corner for a strike, 0-1.
No, that's low.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Set him down on strikes on just 4 pitches that time, and this was just classic east-west pitching, Boo, and that's not as common these days. They went in, away, in, and then back away for the called 3rd strike, and that kind of pitching makes it tough on you as a hitter to know where to look, especially with 2 strikes.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop 3rd strike. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Contreras at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Ball, no strike.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1-1.
And that's outside.
1 strike.
Ripped to 3rd, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they still lead it 1-0. Start of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. And that drops in for a strike. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Going to count 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And now it's going to be Hae-Sung Kim. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail here 1-0. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Yelich at the dish. 0 for 1 so far. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering upstairs.
1-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Vaughn stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And another ball.
2-0.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Collins in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Now a chance for Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last two pitches were well executed.
That one just missing inside. 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
On the ground out to short. They get the force. That is the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. Peralta back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
0-2 now. That's down and in.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
This one in the air. Yelich makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 33.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now at the plate, Yuri Ruiz. Man at first, 1 away. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Chopped left side. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
Well, he just tried to force a play that wasn't there. Ends up a single and a throwing error. So now they have to deal with a runner in scoring position. You know, good communication on the field can make a big difference on a play like that.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now it's Freddie Freeman. And the first offering is not close.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Will Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The Dodgers threatening. In for a strike, now 3-1. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 3 hits, an error, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Brewers DH, number 21. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Now batting.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Andrew Monasterio will hit next. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Next offering is down low. Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Now, Sal Frelick. 0 for 2 in this one. Frelick, in his 2nd season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Yamamoto keeping him close. Now here is William Contreras. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
2 outs. Late swing fouled off. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Bounced up the middle. Kim whips it to first. Inning over. Milwaukee leaves one. Score remains tied 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Jacob Mizorowski. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball.
32, Jacob Milwaukee.
Will Smith to the plate.
The catcher, Will Smith.
That one inside, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Nick Mears appears to be getting loose. McGee also getting ready. Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-1. And a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So digging in, Andy Pajes. Way upstairs, 1-0. Just missed. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball three. And that is low for ball four.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Go ahead run on base. And here is Michael Conforto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one drifts inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Pajes leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. On the ground, could be 2. Monasterio toss to second, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and now Jackson Chourio.
Leading off for the Brewers, the 17th, Jackson Chourio.
That one out to right. Pajes. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. First pitch just misses.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Next offering is fouled back. And there's the strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Just missing there. And the count's even at 2. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
And here is Andrew Vaughn. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Nick Mears.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 6.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Gets under it and pops it up. Terang makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The 0-1. Ball one there. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Back to work, 3-2 now. This one in the air, right field. He's got it, and there are 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here we go, Milwaukee.
Outman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Make it happen, Brewers.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss there.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. Still tied, 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 25. He's been so good against lefties. Up now for Milwaukee, Isaac Collins. 1 for 2. First pitch misses. And another ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
There are very few counts in today's game where you can just full-on expected fastball. I mean, even 2-0. Perfect example right there.
Next pitch is outside. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Bryce.
So up next, Bryce Terang. Ripped to first, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So here's the Brewers DH. And a strike on the outside edge. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Bonda, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Brewers go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready to begin the 8th. And the batter now, Yuri Ruiz.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Mears back to work. And that one is inside ball 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Too low, and it's ball 3. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there, and the count is 3-1. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Go-ahead run on base, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mookie Betts. And fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The shortstop takes the ball. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Fastball in for a strike. Now 1-2. Turns and fires to Betts. That one just misses. Ball 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
There's Freddie Freeman now.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now the go-ahead run's in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Oh, 0-2 now. That one missed.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. And I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And there's a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And ball 1. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. On the ground to third. And that is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Slow roller to third. Rojas zips it across, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's down and away. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive. Outman pulls it in on the run.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Next for the Brewers, William Contreras. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
The changeup missing. 2-1. Two outs. Foul ball there. In the air, right side. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on it. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. He's already homered here in this one. High in the air, out to right. Squeezes it, and that is the inning. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Trevor McGill. He comes on for the 35th time this year. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
number 44, Andy Pajas.
Let's go, Brewers!
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. And there's a ball. And a count 1-2. Strikes him out with 100.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. That one pulled foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Inside. 3-2 now. Hesung Kim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And here's a 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball. Terang over to first in time. And that quickly 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Next to hit, Hesung Kim. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Runner, yes,
Here
yes.
comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball, and
No, he's
safe.
safe.
It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Next one is off the play. And the count now 2-0. And that's in the dirt.
I know it's 3-0, but I'm letting him swing here if he likes the pitch. Why not?
And there's the automatic. Kim at second with 2 down. He walked in, and that will keep things going. And now the center fielder, James Outman. That one at triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Anthony Banda.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Way high there. And it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now Isaac Collins at 96. That pitch is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's down and in. A slider missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Trying to send this to extra innings. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Now all even up. Got him swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. We're We're back in a new arm on the mound as we start extras. Easton McGee. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now the DH, Yuri Ruiz. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike. That's a ball.
And another ball.
Would love to see him get the green light, even with the 3-0 count right here. Let's see if he can create some magic.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
3-1.
And that's in for a strike. Now 3-2.
2 strike.
Ball 4, he walked in. And that'll keep the line moving.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, here are the top half of the 10th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you've got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. That's in there. 0-1. Missed inside with the curve. And a count 1-2. Right side, but it kicks foul. That one misses. Now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And it remains 2-2. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. On the ground. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. He's safe. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. golden opportunity right here.
This is a big spot for a big-time player. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
On the ground to the left, down the line, and it's foul. Next pitch is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Just misses. And the count is 2-2.
That's a really good take.
And now it's 3-2. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded. And I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk. And you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Pajes at the plate now, and that's inside.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
A bunt, and it's popped up. Stretches out and hauls it in. Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Brewers 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. And that's a little bit high.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
So the tying run at second. Popped up left side. Betts makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Caleb Jurgen.
Here's the Brewers DH. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Base hit center field. Around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and again, we are tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing, and there he doesn't try to do too much.
1 down. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Scott checks on first, and he's back in safely.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That one's in there, 0-1. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To Betts at second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and nobody left on. On to inning number 11 we go. We are tied 2-2. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Jarrett Koenig.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now, Hesung Kim.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side.
This one high in the air to left center. Chorio under it, brings it in, and there's one away. Making a move at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Teoscar Hernandez. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. We are in the 11th. Ball one there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And next for L.A., James Outman. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position, and we're here in the top half of the 11th. Lifted in the air out to left. And that's the third out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at American Family Field, all set for the bottom of the 11th. And now here is Sal Frelick. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Outman settles under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Safe at third. And the winning run is on the doorstep. High leverage spot, and William Contreras digging in. 1 for 4 with a double. Popped in the air, left field. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Brewers walk it off in the 11th.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in. But he did a good job pulling the hands through, extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.